I'm sitting outside in my backyard right now. We're just hanging out with Electra, my dog. You might see a fuzzy tail. She's a beautiful Siberian Husky, and she likes to come outside with me whenever I come out here and sit. I have my nice glass of iced tea today, and that tastes really good. It is an herbal tea. Of course, it has some green tea in it, also makes for that pretty color. And it includes moringa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's moringa tea, it's sage tea, and peppermint. And that blend makes for a nice, minty, earthy kind of flavor. And it's very lightly sweetened with some organic sugar. And I made it cold so my children will drink it when it has a little bit of sweetness to it. So I want to share with you some of the health benefits of the tea that I drink. And here we'll talk about the sage tea and the benefits of it. It has lots of nutrients and vitamins. You'll see that vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin C. It includes lots of magnesium and zinc, some of your minerals. It also is good for to load you with antioxidants. It helps you with your oral health, your teeth and gums. It also is good for strep. So if you have strep throat a lot, you might want to just keep you some sage tea around. Sage tea is also good to ease menopause symptoms too, ladies. If you find yourself coming up on some different feelings and some hot flashes and some things that you're not used to, and you might be getting a little up there in age, you're starting to, you know, develop into your fine wineness, then sage tea is really good to help alleviate some of those new symptoms you might be having. It also is good for reducing blood sugar levels. Now, I started drinking the Moringa tea, and I'll share with you that Moringa tea is also good, according to the medicalnewstoday.com. They also let you know that Moringa tea is good to help you reduce blood sugar levels and cholesterol. So the cholesterol part of it is the reason why I started drinking the Moringa tea, because after going to the doctor, my cholesterol levels are a little elevated. So I am doing what I need to do on my part as far as changing, you know, the way I prepare some of my foods. I don't eat so many greasy fried foods. So I'm also working on, you know, using more olive oil instead of butter. And the Moringa tea is good for that. So I'm hoping that when I go back to the doctor that I have some better results. With the peppermint tea, now I love the smell and taste of peppermint. So peppermint is good for so many things, not just good for church and for grandma's purse. It's also good to help treat flatulence, menstrual pains, diarrhea, nausea, depression, and anxiety. Who would have thought you can have peppermint to help you feel better in your brain? It relieves muscle and nerve pain, and it's good for the common cold, of course. It's good for digestion, your digestive system. It's really good for that too. So, but anyway, that tea is delicious, and I'm enjoying it out here with you guys. I also want to just talk a little bit about some of the comments that I received about the question that I posed earlier this week. The question was, I'll share that with you also in case you haven't seen the question. Now, you know what? I have one thing about Zoom, and I love Zoom, but I would like for them to, I'd like to be able to move my, oh, never mind, I can move it. I'm learning as I go. Okay, so with Facebook, have we, Black people, decided on no more celebrating the 4th of July? Any comments? And so when I posted that, of course, I had some comments to come in, and I had Mr. Sean Ardoin pipe in from Louisiana. He said, mostly mentally, we take the day to celebrate us instead. He mentioned because celebrating differently. How about that? So I actually posed another question for him to elaborate, please. And he just said for us to celebrate differently, focus more on us instead, our accomplishments in the war, and recognize that we still have a long ways to go. Also, I have some comments from Greg in Las Vegas, says absolutely done with it. Miss Fitzpatrick says that I think most people never really celebrated it anyway, just took the day off to be with family. And Miss Forbes says, I'm just not feeling it this year. And I get that. I completely get that, because I'm not feeling it this year either. And Miss Moore says, well, they had no Blacks spend money on the 7th of July. I wonder if this is still in effect. And I think if we hold our money and let them see how much we actually do contribute. And I completely agree with that. I actually think that's a pretty good idea to do anything. So my plans on making an intentional effort to be conscious of who I am and in the world that I live in, being a mother of 5 beautiful children and a teacher who my students are looking at me and thinking about, what are you doing and why are you doing it that way? So as in the mind of a teacher, I am interested in hearing perspectives, because as we prepare to go back into the classrooms, maybe, even if we're virtually teaching our students, we still want to be respectful of the parents and the way that the parents are teaching their children. We also want students to understand that whatever your teacher is instructing, whether it's directly from the book, or sometimes teachers will, throw their opinions in there also. And we just want to make sure that we are shedding light on how we feel back and are getting some evidence to back how we're feeling, and how what decisions we're making and how it's going to affect people that we touch, the minds that we touch. So it's interesting to get perspectives from other people, and it's very necessary. As a community, we come together and have some of these conversations and help each other understand how we all feel. So there are so many of us who are dealing with issues of race in many aspects of our life. However, Black people have been dealing with the issues for a very long time, and are still in many ways dealing with issues on not just our rights and our freedom, and there are just many issues that I can't even get into right now. But I appreciate you commenting. And if you have any comments, please go to my Facebook page and submit your comments there. Also, if you have a new business or if you have a topic that you would like to hear about, please contact me at teawithtanya@gmail.com. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July celebration. Kudos.